Welcome back. We are back on Sunday Morning Futures, and joining me once again, House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes. And Mr. Chairman, before we went to the break, you said you want to be part of the cleanup crew or the cover-up crew. That was a very important analysis that you raised, because we are looking at this text from Peter Strzok to Lisa Page, his girlfriend, when he says, no, President Trump will not be, Donald Trump will not be president because we will stop it. That was on August 8th. We just got this information, this text, in the IG report. It's all in the IG report. How come we didn't see this text sooner than this, when we know that just 4 days later, Peter Strzok said to Lisa Page, same couple, he says, we need an insurance policy. We knew that we had that insurance policy text months ago, but for some reason, this text did not see the light of day until the IG report. Why?
Well, what you're going to have to believe, now I'm just telling you, I'm not saying that I believe this, I'm just telling you this is the story that you're going to hear, is that at the high levels of the Department of Justice didn't know about this until a week ago, and the Department of Justice and FBI had only learned about it at the beginning of May. Now, I'm not sure that's probably all true at the highest levels. They just learned about it. But I think the bigger question is that was this just some technical glitch, as they've tried to claim in the past, or did somebody deliberately get rid of that text? And you have to understand, because that text message is so damaging and shows intent and shows the context of all the other text messages that surround that text message, and it's at the beginning of the investigation, you have to ask yourself, did somebody actually try to remove that text message from the FBI?
So, and by the way,
I think the answer, it's hard for the American people not to believe that that was not removed on purpose.
Well, you are right. The Department of Justice tells us, Fox News, that the IG just gave them that now, so that they just learned about it. It's in the IG report. So we'll watch that. But the broader point is,
yeah, but on that too, Maria, if I can just expand on that. Well, wait a second. You've known about it for a month. Wouldn't it have been important for us to know, the congressional investigators, to know about that even a month ago? If you did just get it a month ago, you probably should have brought it to us fairly quickly.
So explain how Christopher
Now, that's what
Wray,
I would have done, right? If I'm in charge, I'm in charge of this, and I want to be part of the cleanup, not the cover-up, part of the cleanup. I bring those text messages, I get on the phone and I call the Speaker of the House and all the committee chairmen and ranking members, and I say, look, you've got to see this immediately.
Right, okay.
That's what I would do if you want to be part of the cleanup. How
is it possible that Christopher Wray gets in front of a podium the other day and says, look, we looked at the IG report, and what we've come up with the IG report is that no political bias actually impacted the end results, when we have the head of the Trump investigation, Peter Strzok, sending a text 8 days after he gets the job, we will stop it, 4 days later saying we need an insurance policy so Donald Trump doesn't become president? So how could you actually make the claim that bias did not impact decision making?
So I believe what they're saying, and the media, the left-wing media, is trying to spin this. What they're really saying, what the IG report actually says is that as it relates to the Clinton email investigation, they couldn't prove bias.
Okay.
Which is far different than that they didn't find any. If you read, like I know you've read a lot of that. I read most of it yesterday, flying back from Washington to California. What I see on every single page, you see that.
You see bias.